So I have finished the trading post for August. Actually managed to do that in a day, which doesn't happen too often, but there's a lot going on, so there was a lot to do. So did Trial of Style, which is now a weekly event apparently, or is running for a week. It used to be, I thought it was like a 2-3 day thing. Could be wrong. Maybe it was always maybe it always ran for a week, but nevertheless, they've added some new items. So did a bunch of that. It's just recolors of what the trading post has, like the sweatsuits and the witch's hat and cloak and things like that. So, but nevertheless, um, added some new items. So did that, and all these gave pretty good. They were about 100 or so. I think Cheer Player was like a little less. I think it was like 25 or 50, but still not terrible. So did that. Took first place, as you can see there, from the stylish buff. So undeniable proof of your excellent fashion sense. So yeah, a lot of the same ones. Um, a lot of kind of mismatches. They weren't as clear as they've been in the past, or maybe I just kept getting the same ones. But yeah, so 100 tokens. Complete a competition under max level. So for some reason, all of them said you must be under max level. So I got onto my hunter. So if you definitely have a blood elf, Draenei, female Draenei, female blood elf, anything like that, I would definitely say use that because that will work to your advantage depending on the theme. Then Burning Crusade Time Walking is started with the this week, so um, went ahead and did the 3 pet tamers, so that was easy enough. So I did, I'll show you here. No, not Shadowlands. Nobody ever wants to go to Shadowlands. So did the one in around Shattrath, Hellfire, and Silvermoon. I was going to do Nagrand, but for some reason I'd had the quest and I hadn't turned it in, so he wouldn't let me battle him without the quest for some reason. So um, yeah, so Trial of Style. Oh yeah, completed one time walking dungeon. That was simple enough. This also counts towards your vault. So if you have a character that needs to just get that one dungeon for the week, this helped with that. Pet Tamers, complete a Bountiful Delve. I've been doing those to grind some Undercoin. So complete 2, complete 1 quest. So as I've been doing, I just went to the Undermine and did um, the quest. So the Pet Battle quest counted. Um, so I was already somewhat started on this one. Um, and then just did like 2 rounds of the shipping and handling quests to complete those, and then the pet battles. So yeah, so really not a lot. Like I said, everything gave the pet battles give 200. The quests are all 100. Yeah. So I mean, it was all pretty. I remember I ended up at like 425 there for a minute, or 475 or something. So yeah, something gave an odd amount, but yeah, otherwise not too bad. So and there is so it's like a Western theme. And I actually really like this transmog because it actually looks good on a lot of characters. So, yeah. Don't know that I'm going to get the recolors, but I do like this transmog. I think if I change the head I'm not a fan of, but the fact you got the 6 shooters and everything, it's a little bit different mog. It's a little bit darker. Surprisingly, we don't have a lot of darker transmog sets. So, and if you do craft some, I know there's some. I think there's a leather working one or a leather set you can get from Gray Items. They're very plain, so yeah. So as previously mentioned, kind of a Western theme. I do like the whiter. Again, don't have a lot of white unless you're like a priest. So that is quite nice. So yeah, the Lawbreaker set. I like that. It looks very southwestern. And then the white. And then I thought they said, yeah, hat, bandana. Yeah, so you do have legs with and without the 6 shooters. So that is, yeah. So that is quite nice. And then the buzzard, which I wasn't really interested in, and then the hell hate forged blitz cycle. So this was the promotional one, just like the green one that you could get in game. So don't know that I'm going to get this. Not a lot of characters actually fit on it, is the problem. Yes, it looks nice, but not a lot of characters actually fit on it. So then you have some just kind of random weapons that were kind of thrown in here. I do like these guns. They actually look like a prepper gun with the barrel there, and if you, I mean, that looks nice. So thinking I might get that. And you have some daggers, which I don't particularly care for. You have these belt, which also has a quiver. Which, yeah, it has this little pocket with a little paw on it, but still. We've kind of went from having not enough quivers to having too many. So another recolor of the gun, the rifle, knives, and then of course the helmet with the face guard, and then more recolor. Then we're getting 2 different recolors. Shoulders, crown, random flower crowns just thrown in here. And then these hats. I'm on the fence about these hats. Hats are a tricky thing to transmog, at least for me. These boots. I was thinking it would be nice to have higher boots, but these I don't particularly care for. And then a skirt. Vest, skirt, vest, belt. For some reason, the skirt, the vest, and the belt all seem to be a set for some reason. Don't know. The belt seems kind of random, but okay. And then returning is um, the checker theme for some reason that we had in the War Within. So I don't. Yeah. Shoulder. I've seen some people use these shoulders in a quite clever way. Eye patches. Don't know why I didn't get the eye patches, because I have collected all the, like, the quest and drop eye patches in the game. Like, I actually went out and farmed for them at one point, so I don't know why I didn't grab those. But yeah, so as I said, the checker theme, if you needed your mind refreshed there. So get another sweatsuit. So yeah, and one of these, there were two different one of these. I believe one was a bonus reward and then the other one you could purchase. So their main thing seemed to be just black and white. That is not a showdown. Hate to tell you that, but it's clever, but it's not a showdown. So yeah, so I'm not gonna worry about these sets because I go out of my way to get these sets and then I never use them. So we're just gonna leave that. Not really worried about the motorcycle. If it comes along later and I have nothing to buy, I'll grab it. But see where we're at here after I get everything. I want to get. I could have sworn these have been in the game before because I remember the top of them. They look like a brand, which is what they're supposed to be. But I specifically remember that because I was like, I don't think I would ever. They just look very familiar, like they've been in the game before, but I could be mistaken. Those are 200. That is expensive. That's 600 for all three of them. Is that worth it? Possibly. Not interested in the daggers, because if you don't really play a rogue, you don't really have a reason to have daggers. At least I thought there were three. Were there three or were there two? It would be better if there were two. Yeah. So I'm still collecting the witch's hat and cloak, even though I haven't found a use for them yet, but I will. I do like these hats, so I think I just need to find the right cloth character. And I am going to take these flower crowns because I have all the others. And I'm going to grab all these hats. Even these like winter hats because I've been collecting those. The boots I'm not interested in. The skirts I'm not interested in and all that. Yeah. Yeah, so where does that leave us? That leaves us at 950. So both guns, both sorcerer recolors, the flower crowns, the like cowboy hats. Yeah. I have three. I could, but it's just nothing looks right on this, so I'd end up spending it and then never using it. Yeah, so do like it, but I'm not gonna waste the money. And these are just overpriced. If these were cheaper, or if they gave you a discount if you bought the set, something. I hate to go down that road because I think people would then end up buying things just for the discount that they don't need. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I would like to get the guns though, because I'm trying to do more with my hunters, and it's so hard to find. These are better resolution than the rifles we have now, so I think one way or another I will make good use of those. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I'll go ahead and grab these cowboy hats because there was one that came out during the anniversary event in Dragonflight, and I did wear that one quite a bit. I transmogged that one quite a bit. Well, wore it quite a bit. I think I transmogged it into a couple different sets. Yeah. The skirts I'm not. I think I have one, but I'm not going to go out of my way to buy them just yet. The problem with these skirts is the feet. If you don't, this is why I wanted taller boots. Was thinking it'd be nice to have taller boots, but I don't think you won't show me both of these, will you? No. Well, hold on here. Let me see. I'm not gonna get these, but if I add them to the cart, yeah. See, it just doesn't fit. So Nice idea, but no. So, high boots, and there we go. Yeah, so I think that's going to be about it. Oh, these eye patches. I want these eye patches, so yeah. Do I? Maybe I'll wait on the eye patches. Yeah. Kind of like just 950s kind of a... yeah. So I think that is it. So the guns, still checking. The sorcerer, the flower crowns, the cowboy hats. Okay. Yeah.
Come back again.